Okay, so Sawadee Ka, and welcome to Thailand. This is Ariana Lynn Fales. And I apologize for the fact that I haven't made videos or talked to anyone. It's been a rough couple of months for me, as well as Teresa. So, as you probably can figure, I'm in Thailand, which means I am going for my SRS, and tomorrow's the big day. I think it's kind of funny when I look back at some amount of years ago and how wonderful it is that I had someone like Teresa that pushed me in the right direction and told me what steps to take and what was the next thing to do. And a person I was willing to do the research in order to find out what I had to do and where I had to go. And I acknowledge the fact that even though she pointed me in the right direction, it still requires me to walk that path. But yeah, so we arrived here in Thailand on Monday. What was the Monday again? 17th, August 17th? Yes. So we arrived on August 17th, and it was Sunday night, and the next day, which was Monday, I had to go for my consultation with Dr. Saporn. I had to fill out some paperwork at the Saporn Clinic, which luckily is very close to the hotel that we're actually staying at, which I find very comforting considering that, you know, I can go to the clinic almost any time, well, at least until 6 o'clock in the evening or whatever-ish, so that if there's any problems or complications, I can get a hold of the staff pretty easily, which I'm really comforted by considering the fact that I'm really nervous. The closest thing I could equivalate, okay, it's a new word I've just created. This too is the night before Christmas. You have that nervous apprehension and whatnot, and that's where I'm at right now. So yeah, and I know I'm in for an interesting, to use the word lightly, a couple of weeks ahead of me. But luckily, like I said, I do have the support of Teresa, even though I have been very mean to her lately since I had to go off my hormones a month before surgery. Well, you're supposed to go off your estrogen a month before surgery and your spironolactone a week before surgery, or a week before you, no, not a week before surgery, a week before you actually get into the country. Let me rephrase that. You're supposed to go off your estrogen a month before air flight, that's right. Anyway, and your testosterone blocker a week before air flight. Other things to note, since I'm mentioning drugs and what you can't be on, well, you know. The Saporn Clinic has strict rules against smoking. It states on the site that if you are caught smoking, you will be banned from treatment. I'm not sure how strict that is, but why chance it, you know? So I'm not going to. Also, no drinking, which is fine by me, but of course, so you've just taken away smoking, drinking, and estrogen, which just made for a very, very unpleasant time. So, yes. To those who have family, be patient. Realize that the them that you love may go away temporarily, and that the person they used to be may return. Which brings me to a whole nother thing that's really been annoying me. there's always this transgendered standard, like the proper thing that we know we're supposed to say, which is, we've always been a girl, which I have to argue that and debate that because I have not always been a girl. When I was a child, I did boy things, I acted like a boy, and I was very comfortable being a boy. As a teenager, I was confused and had difficulty, which most teenagers do, so that's nothing to really... And when you finally figure out who you are and where you're supposed to go and what you're supposed to do, things start to click into place. But I find it extraordinary that a chemical can change how you think and how you look at the world. In the last month or so, I have not felt like me. I felt like a person I once knew, a very vindictive, angry, bitter, cynical person whose strict goal in life is to inflict misery upon other people because they themselves are miserable, and they don't want to be the only person in the world that feels that way. So I've been vindictive, manipulative, and it's not a person I particularly like, but it's a person I've quickly gotten comfortable and used to, which makes me a little uncomfortable, which I know sounds weird, and I know you don't exactly understand,